Good morning. Today is Saturday, May 30th, 2026. Welcome to Anabasis Journey. Today, May 30th, is the day of the full blue moon, and we're going to do a love reading for romantic love. We're going to take a look and see what's going on with the energies for the collective. So, this reading is for anybody and everybody. Whenever you click on this video and you decide to listen to it, this message will be for you regarding your love life. So I've already shuffled, and I have found that when I shuffle, it makes the screen shake on my recording device, and so I have to pre-shuffle. And we're going to go ahead and cut the cards, and then we're going to start this reading. So if you have a person of interest on your mind or your partner, keep that person in your mind, think about them, dwell on the image of your love interest or partner, and let's see what the Field Tarot has to say. So our very first card out is the Emperor. To make a long story short, last night I did a reading, but the audio was so terrible and the screen was shaking on my recording device that I had to redo it today. But I did get this card last night for our love reading, and here you see the Emperor calling for his mate, calling for his soulmate, calling for his loved one. So whomever you have on your mind, perhaps you yourself, you are calling out to your person. You're saying, please come and be with me. So you may not be together, and if you are calling to your soulmate's heart, and this is a decision that you have made because the Emperor is a very powerful energy. Whomever this person is powerful in their own right. They're a leader, they're an alpha for sure, and so this could also be your personality as well, but these are the characteristics that this person embodies: a person of authority, a person with a lot of self control. Perhaps they're very reserved, but they're also very powerful and they make decisions. So, this person has made the decision to call out to you, to bring you together. What a beautiful card to start out the reading with. Our next one is the Four of Discs. And on this card itself, it says stability. And so last night, I also received the Seven of Pentacles, which is perseverance. So now we have another card of, uh, I would say, earthly stability. This is stability in every area of your life. Right now, while you are in this relationship or calling it in, so to speak, you are in a period of stability in your life. You are stabilizing every area of your life. And that is what this connection needs in order to thrive is stability. It needs stability, it needs consistency. So this is really good. The next card we have is the Five of Pentacles. So we went from the Four of Disc to the Five of Disc or Pentacles. And don't be scared by what this one says at the bottom. It says destitution, but that is not how I interpret this card. It's actually quite beautiful, and it has some colors of the human chakras, and at the very top you see a blue disc with beautiful golden rays coming out of the top of that, and that is your throat chakra. So to me, this is saying, of course, fives are numbers of change, but this is saying there's possibly a change in both of your material circumstance. And also, you have to talk about this. This is something that you have to um, agree upon, talk about, work it out in order for this relationship to have stability. You have to talk about whatever this possible financial or resource problem might be. You have to talk about it and come up with a plan because this blue color is the color of the throat chakra. So this is indicating you need to talk about this and you need to figure out a way to overcome this possible financial hurdle or obstacle in order to move forward. Going back to this just for a second. So it's not an easy conversation to have, but this card is telling us when you're in a relationship with somebody, and maybe you're married, perhaps you're just together and you might be living together, you need to have these conversations. You need to have these possibly difficult and uncomfortable financial conversations. This is so important in relationships because without doing that, you're going to run into a lot of problems. You have to be on the same page when it comes to your finances. This card, the Four of Disc, let me back up a little bit so you can see them both. See them both. This card is saying this is stability, and four is a number of um, balance and equality or equity. Okay, then you have this five of disc, and one of you may have more income than the other. This is just an example. So you have to have this conversation like, okay, so you make this is your income level and this is mine and this is how we're going to pay for things. That's just an example, but these are the conversations that you need to have in order to overcome any imbalances, especially in finances in your relationship. Here's the next card. So in the past, possibly recently, one or both of you have experienced heartache. And this could be in your relationship with each other, or this is what you're afraid of. You're afraid that the other person will break your heart. You're afraid that this will not work out. You're afraid to get hurt. So this is talking about fears, okay? And it's completely natural to have fears in your relationship. And it's where it becomes a problem is when you overthink this and where you give into that fear. There's always risk when you enter a relationship with somebody else. Nothing is guaranteed, and love is a verb. So it's perfectly natural to have this fear of getting hurt, but you can't let that rule your decision making process. The emperor is not going to let this experience stand in his or her way, right? That's not going to happen. You make a decision and you go for it. That's what the emperor does. But dwelling in fear does nothing but keep you stuck. Okay, and here we have the nine of disc. So this is so far a very heavy, like material plane, earthly, financial reading, which is interesting. Um, But like I was saying earlier, when you're in a relationship with somebody, you have to be on the same page when it comes to finances or, where are we going to live? Who's going to do what? Who's going to take care of this? Who's going to take care of that? And this is saying that um, that particular conversation, um, if you have it, is going to bring you to this place where both of you are good on your own. Both of you are very well resourced. You manage your money well. You do well on your own, and that's good. So you're going to get to this position where each of you on your own, before you even come together, you're going to be in this position where you're comfortable and you're ready to grow. Um, Nine is also a movement number, so I believe that the odd numbers are movement numbers. The even numbers are hold fast numbers. Um, they are sort of like hold what you got numbers, whereas the odd numbers are movement. So this is talking about you are making those moves to make yourself financially stable, which is really, really good, and you're going to get there. Second to last card is the Tower, What I love about this tower card in particular, let me see the number on it. This is 16, which is a 7 in numerology. So here you see this lone tower. It's kind of dark inside. It doesn't seem like anybody's in the tower. And then you see this lightning strike coming down. There's nothing about this tower that suggests that the lightning is hitting it. It's not exploding. It's not crumbling. It doesn't even look like anybody's inside of the tower. Even on the back of the card, there's like this beautiful side where you see the stars in the background. And then over here, you see the lightning strike. So this to me is like a good tower. This to me is like a sudden change for the better. It's not going to hurt anybody. This is not going to be crumbling or falling. It's not getting struck by lightning, and nobody's even inside of the tower. This is like a necessary um, change that may be instigated by the universe or whatever your belief is in God. Sometimes other forces step in and they say, if you're not going to make this change, we're going to do it for you. This is a really good change. This is a sudden change, and it's not going to be detrimental. It's not a destructive tower. This is like this is like a sudden positive change kind of tower, and there's not going to be any destruction. So this is really good, and I actually like this tower. This is another card that I received last night while I was doing the reading with bad audio and a lot of shaking. So this is the Eight of Cups. It's quite possible right now that both of you in your relationship, because this is a love reading, but it has turned into sort of like how to move forward and stabilize so that you can come together healthy kind of reading. Here we have both people balancing their emotions. It says retreat. This just means that both of you may be in a period of emotional healing and emotional balancing. And you have to go through this period in order to be healthy enough to be in your union together. So, this is like necessary emotional cleansing and alignment on both sides. Eight is a number of balance. Here you see the two pyramids with the really cool looking planet or moon in between. This is daylight. This doesn't mean depression. This means balancing your emotions in a healthy way possible so that you can have equal give and take with your person. Let me scoot these cards up. We have two more cards to go. And here we are. So, after we have this conversation about our finances, our resources, the practicalities of life, getting over our fear of getting our heart broken, this change comes in, which looks to me like a decision, and we're also working on balancing our emotions. Here we go. Here's the starting line. Here it is. Here's the Ace of Wands. This is the decision. This is the spark. This is the um, movement, the very beginning of the movement of this relationship. This is the action taking right after the decision. So this is really good. This is the starting point. This is saying, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is the plan. Um, this is the best way that I can describe this card. This is the plan. You both agree on this plan, and we're going to start here, and we're going to take action, and we're going to move forward. And here we have the Eight of Swords. Don't be alarmed. This just means that both people are overthinkers, right? So you're going to go through all of this, and it's quite possible that both of you are going to be overthinking this situation. That's completely normal. People that have been hurt in the past, taken advantage of financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically, anything like that in the past relationships, you're going to be extremely cautious moving forward with somebody new. You're going to be so cautious that you're going to be overthinking. You might not be able to sleep. You're going to go through a lot of what if scenarios. You might have some doubt. while that is normal, it's not healthy to indulge in that. It's not healthy to give into that. So you're going to have to guard because we also have this Three of Swords with both of them represent your perspective and how you think about things. Like you're afraid to get hurt and you're also extremely cautious, which it's good to reflect on what you don't want moving forward in relationships, but it's also a caution to, you know, don't overthink, don't hang out in the dark corners of your mind too much because that can easily sort of mess this whole process up, okay? And that's why I think, this tower is coming in so that it can kind of shake both people up a little bit, wake them up, like wake up and smell the coffee because you have this brand new beginning, this action that's going to be taking place, and both parties are very likely going to overthink it. But here it is. It's going to happen regardless because right here in the middle, okay, right here in the middle, we have the Emperor, we have the Nine of Discs, and we have the Ace of Wands. So this is the vein, if you will, that's going through this whole story. You both make a decision, your person is calling out for you, you're both alphas, you both are getting your stuff together as far as financially and your resources and your life, your job, everything, you're getting that together so that you can have this new beginning. This stuff on the side is peripheral. This has to do with um, your your resources, your heart and your mind, and your emotions. Okay, so everything on the side is peripheral, and right down here through the middle, we have the actual what's going to likely take place. Now let's draw one last card to tie it all together, just to see what what the next perspective or what the next shift is going to be in this relationship. Okay, so here we have the Hermit. And this is reminding you, I'm going to say you, meaning whomever is watching this video and listening to this reading, this is reminding you to rely on your wisdom, really tap in to your wisdom. And it might be very good for you right now to be not isolated, but just alone in your thoughts, in your planning, um, and to become aligned with what you really want. Because from this reading, it looks like both parties in this relationship have been through some stuff, quite frankly, that rocked their world. And both parties are in the process of getting their stuff together in every area of life, right? That process is not an easy process at all. And you have to go within. The hermit is literally telling you to go within and think about your path moving forward. What is best for you? What is best for you? Of course, you have to think about what is best for yourself in relation to other people. Like you don't want to hurt anybody, but you also have to consider ultimately what is in your best interest moving forward and really tap into your wisdom and spend some time alone doing the deep thinking and the planning, the aligning. This is really important. She's holding this golden lantern in front of her, and as she goes through this process, as she is on her way to be with her partner or soulmate, the person whom she loves, she is relying on her higher wisdom, her spiritual wisdom, to help her to navigate this path because it hasn't been easy for either party. Both parties are overthinkers. They're afraid of getting hurt. They have some stuff, in their practical daily life that they need to get together. They're balancing out their emotions. And all of that is necessary. It's also necessary to go within and rely on your wisdom and become aligned. Become aligned with what you know is best for you. So overall, this was such a deep reading. What a deep reading. Um, I think it gave a lot of very solid advice as to how to handle this relationship. So let me do a very quick recap, okay? So your person is calling out to you. You want to be together. It seems like you're not together right now. Both of you are working on areas of your life that need some recalibration so that you can be stable financially, you can be stable in your mind, your thoughts are clear, and you don't have fear. You are working on you balancing your emotions, and you are doing this in order to become positioned in such a way where you are ready for this relationship, ready in every area of life, especially on the earthly plane, because it takes a lot to be in a relationship. And although you may really love somebody, you got to have the ability to support that relationship. Quite frankly, not support the other person. I mean, you support each other, but to provide the foundation for this relationship, you need to have your stuff together. There's going to be a sudden realization, a change, the divine sort of waking up both people like, hey, it's time. You got your stuff together. Now we're going to we're going to start this because here we have the Ace of Wands. So we're going to start this. Both of you have to guard against overthinking. And both of you, and especially the person listening to this video, rely on your wisdom to move forward. Rely on divine wisdom moving forward. Become aligned with what you want. Become one with your desire. And let that desire that is good and holy and stabilized and intelligent, full of wisdom, allow that energy to help you as you go through this path towards divine union. So, thank you for being here with me at Anabasis Journey. I wish you a lot of love and blessings for this relationship. Keep moving forward. It certainly hasn't been easy, but you will eventually come to a place where you're going to have this new beginning and this action moving forward. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy this blue full moon on May 30th, and please like this video and subscribe. And I will see you again here soon.